Hi to y'all, welcome back to my shed. My name's Isaac, and I'm part of the West Coast chapter of God's Good in Finland. Today we're taking a look at chapter 9, verses 1 to 6 in Luke. And this is a place where Jesus sends out his disciples into the world to preach, to heal. He grants them power and authority over sickness, over demons, and gives them a few instructions. They can't take anything with them when they walk out, and so on. Being a disciple, as we all are, in a sense, is hard work. It really isn't a walk in the park. If you consider the story of the disciples and what actually happened to them, you really realize that it's not about comfort, and it's definitely not about safety. Because, you ask people what faith or God is or means to them. You often get words like comfort, safety, love back, which are true in a sense. Or they are true. I think God is, the inner essence is love, for sure. But then you take a look at the world, and all the suffering, all the pain, all our failings you can see, and you kind of get a feeling that somebody missed a memo here somewhere. This isn't what it's supposed to be. But I think that safety is the wrong word here. To me, I think that courage is actually what describes the thing that faith gives me the best. It gives me the courage to go out and do. It gives me the courage to fight the demons, to take care of this relative that's suffering from a contagious disease. It's the courage that gives people it's the thing that gives people the courage to go with the Red Cross and serve the wounded in war zones, war areas. It is the thing that gives us the courage to actually stand by people and walk with people in their lives, to walk by them, to share the road with them. Because sharing somebody else's road, especially in the dark times, that's hard work. It is not easy. And you often get the feeling of failure, that you failed miserably in it. But we fail, and that's the thing. We all fail. We all do wrong to each other. We suffer from anxiety. We hurt each other. But when we fall into the hands of God. And that's where the courage comes from. We fall into His love, and through that, it gives us the courage to live. Sometimes, when walking with people, there's nothing else to do than to watch them fail, which also makes you feel like a failure. But what he also says here is then there's only so much you can do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, everybody else's faith is a thing between them and God. The only thing I can do is point them to God. And when it seems I've failed in that, again, when I fall into the hands of God. And it's the same for everybody else. When they fall into the hands of God, if they let Him catch them. So, in the midst of all this mayhem the world throws at us from time to time, in all the pain and the suffering, when we fall into the hands of God. And that gives me the courage to get up and go again. That gives me the courage to live, the courage to love. So, when we fall into the hands of God. And that is a comforting thought.